What's up, guys? Welcome back, my block Hashians, to another video here on the channel where we talk about the charts here in crypto, the top cryptos, my predictions and my thoughts. Just a reminder, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Please do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions. With that said, let's jump into Hedera Hashgraph and HBAR. I have an update for you guys today. As the markets fluctuate, we should take a look at this consolidation period that we're having over the last couple months, this nasty staircase down after this fantastic staircase up, and where we're likely to go from here. Like the sell-off today, it sucks. It's kind of nasty, but it's a pullback that's necessary. It's happening. Like I thought that we would stick around here at this level, that maybe we wouldn't go down any further, that maybe we would hold this line, and I don't know if we are. It's kind of up in the air. I think we want to be exact, low point to low point. It's still kind of a higher high. It depends on where this closes out, how you want to look at it, but yeah, generally it's still a higher low. Sorry, higher high, higher low. So at the moment, things are okay. We're not bad. It's not the end of the world. But we do have this down sloping resistance, unfortunately, with a very nice triangle. So some could call this a bullish flag or a pennant, however you want to look at it. There's a lot of resistance here at 6.2. So, at 6.1, is it going to consider itself overselling and pop back up? Are we going to hold this line? Are we going to break down further and retest 5.8? Are we going to go to 5.4? All are viable and possible scenarios, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and throw a fib retracement on here. Let's use the March date to our high here on a shorter time frame, because I don't think that we're going to go below 5 cents, 5.5 cents. But we could drop all the way back down here, or we could hold it and come back up where we're at the 0.786. We pretty much went up and hit the, I can't even see it on the 0.5, and pulled back through the 618, and down to the 0.786, just through it. I think this is enough of a correction in the short term. I think this was a big correction after a big upswing, and I think this is a fair place for it to sit. So I'd be surprised for HBAR to really go much lower, but let's look at the longer timeline. Let's go ahead and get rid of Mr. Fib here. We'll leave the trend lines for reference. On the grand scheme of things, this is nothing, guys. This is very little. In fact, we could go all the way back to August, where it had a little bit of a pop before the FTX dump, and there is an upward trend. If you want to look at almost the last year, even though the low has been kind of ugly, there is a higher high there, 6 months out. So it's not infeasible to say that this is, just a very big, ugly channel developing. In fact, if we go all the way back to January 1st and draw this out, this is probably the best we're going to get in terms of higher low, but it's there. It's not like the end of the world right now. It just sucks. It just sucks having these pullbacks. But there's so much open air. Like if we can get another pop above 10 cents, if we can break 11, 12, there's nothing stopping HBAR from running all the way back to the next resistance area, which is maybe 16.5 cents. Maybe it's around 19.5 cents before we get some resistance. If you really want to go way back, there's some trend correlations here at the very beginning of the year in 2020. Again, 3 years ago, before the bull market started, we had this run up in HBAR. Okay. Correction upwards, correction downwards. It went flat and then just didn't move for a while. We got little pops here and there, little slow climbs, an ugly pullback. I don't know if this is going to happen just like it did in 2020, because HBAR was not as relevant as it is now. Now that HBAR has that relevancy, I don't expect this to be as long. But I do expect, like most of the market, for things to string out until November. Because once November comes along, like late 2020, we constantly see the same agenda. We see the bull market like really take off for the first time. Now, I think the bull market has started, but I mean, this is a start. Just like in 2020, this is a start. And unfortunately, there's not enough chart history to go back like we could with Bitcoin or Ethereum, but this is what we got. So given that HBAR is still relatively new, given that they've crossed like 7-something billion transactions, you know, they have a very active ecosystem, a lot of development, a lot of good things going on. Compared to where they were at now when they were just a baby. They didn't have anything going on, no volume, no price action. Now there's a F ton of volume. And the volumes come back, and it's mostly green. So, you know, we stretch it out somehow until this. I think November, December is probably the latest we go with this quiet price action before we enter a new bull cycle. So November here. Let's say that we range sideways until mid-November. You know, I think this is when we start to see an uptick. So from here, I really think that we're going to have some more pops in between here. We could go as high as 9, 8 where we were at. Again, we could break these resistance levels. If we can clear 11, we're in open space. So I think maybe we finally clear 11 when we get to November. But again, guys, HBAR's got so much going on. It could happen at any time. It could happen tomorrow. This should just turn around and just go uphill. It could. Or worst case scenario is we come down to a lower area, 5, 6, worst case, probably 4.5. And we sit there for quite a while entering the summer. And then sometime in the fall, we pick up in activity and then we go. There's a lot of possibilities. I'm just seeing a lot of trend correlations with these altcoins going to the moon at the end of these 3-year periods. So we should see significant movement in HBAR at the end of 2023. We should, if the charts are not lying to us. Now, Bitcoin is always going to lead the way. Now, Bitcoin is going to do its own thing leading into the end of the year. I don't think Bitcoin's going to stop growing and accumulating. In fact, Bitcoin could get close to its all-time high by the end of this year before money cycles out of Bitcoin into Ethereum, into altcoins, like it always does. So keep that in mind, guys. That's my thought on where we're at right now with Hedera Hashgraph and HBAR. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, support us if you can, and comment down below your thoughts on HBAR. I want to know what you guys are seeing and hearing in the markets. Again, thanks for watching, and talk to you guys soon.